Here we are in the Marshall tent, back at V Festival 2008, and we're lucky enough to be joined by Baz of The Stranglers.
Hello,
Baz.
how are you, man? Nice to see you.
Great gig today.
Thank you very much indeed.
See you, mate.
Very much indeed.
And the second time I've caught you this year. Caught you at Hyde Park as well. That was packed. That was mad.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
How are you enjoying it?
Fantastic, fantastic. We've had a really good summer. Everybody's been very warm and kind and receptive, and it's brilliant to still see the esteem and the affection that the public got.
Absolutely. Well, The Stranglers is one of those bands that if you haven't seen them, it's a must-see band.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going from strength to strength at the moment as well. We're really firing and working hard. Lots of touring coming up and stuff. So
And you got a good back catalogue, haven't you? So.
Well, it speaks for itself, really. I mean, it's from hits from 1976 onwards, 32 top 40 hits, and I mean that's unmatched by a lot of bands, really.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of people, some of the younger guys anyway, when they see the Stranglers, they go, "Oh wow, that was one of theirs." And
yeah, it's nice to stand and look across the side of the stage and see people from the Kaiser Chiefs and the Stereophonics and the Hold Steady and the Kings of Leon and the Feeling and all these different bands who've been watching us over the last few weeks, and they're very respectful and they never waste an opportunity to tell you how great they think the band is and stuff. So it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, while you're here, obviously there's quite a few bands on here at V. Is there anybody you particularly want to see while you're here?
Today, I wouldn't. Well, I saw Squeeze, who I just adore.
Right. Yeah.
And I think if you're British and you like pop music, for people of a certain age, Squeeze and and us as well. It's just a hit factory, really. I do like the Hold Steady, as we've mentioned, band we mentioned before. I just think what were they called? Somebody said they're the greatest bar band in the world.
Right.
And I like the fact that they're sort of a cross between Springsteen and the Clash.
Yeah, definitely. I caught a bit of them yesterday, and we were lucky. We had Tad from Old City come in, another Marshall user, and we were chatting to him. And
they're great. I mean, Kings of Leon, I really like seeing them quite. We did some gigs out in Europe with them about 6 weeks ago, Spain and Portugal, and they're great as well. Yeah. I mean, they're really good, it's just a pleasure to be here and a privilege to be out. Oh, it's great, man. Yeah, nice to be out and about. And
how's the weather compared to Staffs?
It's a lot better now. Apparently in Staffs today it's been absolutely lashing down. Yeah. They've cancelled some bands. People are being flooded out. Yesterday there was a sniff of that, but nothing too bad. And I think hopefully today it's been avoided here, but there's time yet.
No, we'll be all right. Yeah.
What was the weather like yesterday?
Was it good? Right? Yeah, it's all right. Yeah,
Good. There was a few splashes coming on when we were driving in this morning, but I think it's held, so that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
So what's next for the Stranglers?
Well, there's a greatest hits compilation coming out, which we think is probably the definitive one.
Okay, yeah.
Called 4240, and that's kind of 42 top 40 hits, including albums and stuff as well.
Cool. So when's that out?
That's coming out in back end of September, I believe. End of next month.
I'll look forward to that.
We've got a huge UK tour starting in October, which takes us right the way through to the end of November. And then we're off to Australia and Japan in December. And then home for Christmas, and on our early 6th, 7th of January we're off to Europe for about 27 shows in 40 days, I think. So
really busy then.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So we're on the thick of it right up until the end of March. So
excellent. That's good.
Fantastic.
That's good for the fans.
Looking forward to it, of course. Yeah. No.
So when did you join the Stranglers?
Joined the band in 2000. They'd been going as a 5-piece since 1991 when Hugh Cornwell left, or 1990. I forget which year it was. He left. They continued as a 5-piece, recruited a singer and a guitarist. Yeah. Then the guitarist left in 2000. I joined. We toured twice with the band, UK tour and a European tour, and the band I was in from the northeast, a sport band.
Right.
And that was really good fun. Got to be really good friends with them. Always loved them anyway. I admired the band. Joined, played for about 6 years as a 5-piece. Then the singer left in 2006, and I was asked if I would consider being the singer.
So had you sung before? Have you sung before?
Yeah, I'd sung before, and it was good. It was really good, good fun. It is good fun. I enjoy it so much. And we're doing a lot of travelling and stuff, and everybody just seems to be so up for it and into it that it's
definitely. I mean, do you think that there's last sort of year or whatever, it's just been pushed a bit higher? I mean,
obviously with the advent of an album coming out, then the industry machine kind of starts to grind the cogs, and tours are booked and advertising campaigns, and all this type of thing. And this little spate of festivals that we've done this summer will hopefully hold us in really good stead for the tour in October and November.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw you at Hyde Park. How packed it was.
That was I mean, that was the first one we did actually of the season was at Isle of Wight, and we headlined the big top stage. We didn't go on stage until 10 to 12 midnight, and it was just. I remember walking on and just thinking, Jesus Christ! There's 15,000 people in that tent.
Oh, fantastic!
And it was just a carnival, and they were waiting for us. They were very respectful, and then it just kicked right off. And we kind of thought, shit, this is great, and it just went on and on and on and on. And now it's just, everybody's really into it. I mean, we've opened the last 2 days at V on the main stage, which is something that we haven't done before. You're on stage at 12:15 lunchtime. I mean, I only got up at 11:45. So half an hour later I'm on stage in front of 15,000 people. It's a bit strange, but it's all part of, I suppose, the machine.
Yeah.
And obviously, as well as it being a vital part of what we do, it's still hugely enjoyable, which is one of the.
I think it comes across as well when you're on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we do.
Yeah.
And you're doing it for such a short space of time compared to the rest of your day. If you can't get it together and really enjoy yourself, then you're in the wrong business.
Definitely, you've got to enjoy it. But I mean, gear-wise, if you're using Marshall, Marshall for quite a while.
Always. Yeah.
So what Marshall have you got at the moment?
I've got a couple of heads. I've got an old 2203 from the early 80s, which is my. It's just my most favourite amp in the whole world. It's been through so much with me, that amp. Thousands of gigs. The band that Steve was mentioning, the Sun Devils, I used to use it in that. And I've got a JCM 800 reissue, which is a superb amp as well.
Yeah.
A bewildering array of cabinets. I've got angled fronts, straight fronts, 1960 A's and B's. I tend to use the angled ones. I don't really use the stacks very much.
Half stacks on stage.
Yeah, just a half stack's good for me. And run one fairly clean, with a little bit of bite. The other one, the 2203, provides the real balls, and then I just split them through some pedals and old Fender Telecaster, and off you go.
And it works really well. Yeah.
Absolutely, it sings, it chimes, and that's you can. I mean, I think it'll do what any other amp in the whole world will do 10 times better.
Yeah, he's going. It's a good good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have tried other stuff, but and there is, like you say, there is some good stuff out there. But
yeah, definitely.
Really, I think as well, aesthetically, you're looking at it, and it's fantastic to just look. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I used to go and see bands, and if there was just a wall of Marshalls, it was, they were all running parallel to each other, and it just said Marshall, 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 and you just think, oh, here we go. Yeah, without a doubt, So obviously mine are getting a bit battered now. But I wouldn't change them for the world.
No.
Just wouldn't change it for the world.
No, but I mean, it'd be nice to, if you get the chance to come into the factory and see us one day.
I'd love to. I would love to. I'd love to come and meet your dad as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I really would love to, because long-time user, always.
Yeah, well, we'll certainly arrange that.
Fantastic.
Thank you for talking to us.
You're more than welcome.
Would you do me one small favour?
Of course.
Would you sign the sofa for us?
I'll sign your sofa, no problem.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot, man. Cheers.